We head into round 3, starting with the Doug Design ARCA Series, Extreme Motorsports 99.com. Tonight, live from the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway, 90 laps of high speeds and possibly 3 wide even. I would not count at that one bit. After 2 regular season races, we know exactly what these drivers here in the ARCA Series are capable of doing. So no doubt about it, these drivers tonight are, of course, going to have a task at their hands, not only with the cars, but with the track. We will get more into that here in just a minute. What and how will these drivers handle Michigan to start round 3 off? And who will come out victorious? Welcome, everybody, to another week of Extreme Motorsports 99.com here on MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, of course, on the microphone for you all again this evening and, of course, all week long. Glad to have all of you out there. It looks like 10 already tuning in here tonight. Glad to see everybody out there. 4 likes already. I see Lee Rigney, Dennis Ansman out there. Of course, Brendan Kennedy joining us in chat. I'm sure we're going to have more as the race progresses. But for right now, thank you all for going ahead and jumping in here. Of course, we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. But instead of starting with the pre-race analytics, we're kind of going to go a little bit backwards here. And we're going to start coming into round 3 of the point standings and just to show everybody how close things still are between each of the drivers. And coming into tonight, tied for that top spot is going to be Clark Gnieken there with 81 points, and James Shainwolf also with 81 points as well. So actually a tie for first coming into tonight. The defending champion, Brendan Book, there in third, 80 points. He's only 1 point behind our leaders here. Carter Coop there in fourth, 73 points, 7 back behind Brendan. Alexander Brown, or Alex Brown, as we all seen in team speak here, there in fifth, 71 points, 2 back. Lane Doyle in sixth, 70 points, 1 back. Kyle Knapp Sr. in seventh, 68 points, 2 back. Tyler Raw in eighth, 66 points, 2 back. Patrick Moore in ninth, 61 points, 5 back. Then we have a tie here for actually 10th between Pierce Maffitt and Matthew Robinson. Both of these gentlemen, 59 points, 2 back behind Patrick Moore. And then rounding out just the top 12 here is going to be Ryan Branshaw here in 12th with 55 points. He is 4 back behind Matthew and Pierce Maffitt. So really still really close between all the top 12 drivers right now coming into round number 3 here for XM99. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the pre-race analytics here real quick for everybody. And boy, I'm going to tell you, that track temp going to play a big factor here tonight. 111 degree track temp. That is hot, and yes, sirree, it is slick out there. Been talked to several of the drivers here. And it is very slick, especially coming at well, here we go. Especially coming out of the corners, turns 2 and 4. Of course, 4 back onto the front stretch here. So 111 degrees with the setup here. Of course, this is a fixed setup league. Just makes it extremely slick. Like I said, 90 laps, 180 miles. Gonna have to really put that tire window, and I've got 30 to 35 on tires, but man, with it being slick out there, I imagine it's gonna be more closer to 20 to 25, maybe to 30. They got 5 total sets of tires, including the set that they start with. So they got the set they start with and 4 in the pits, 5 total sets. Fuel window somewhere between the neighborhood ballpark of 28 to 35 laps roughly, give or take, plus or minus a few, depending on who, of course, is trying to save fuel in the draft of one another. Pit road speed, though, we cannot forget about pit road. 55 miles per hour. I mean, doing 170, 180, 185 miles an hour and then getting it wound down safely with your tires being shot to 55, definitely going to play a big factor. Don't want to spin it coming down pit road for sure. Are we going to see some mistakes on pit road? Well, we don't know. We got 90 laps to see. Let's hope not, but it could happen. Pace speed here tonight, 70 miles per hour here at the Irish Hills of Michigan. Glad to see everybody out there. Looks like we've got more coming in here this evening. Mike Poulin out there, of course, going to be pulling for Mr. Ted Poulin out here as well in the number 54. Currently sitting in 27th in practice, but it's just practice. Don't even really have to worry about it at the current moment. Going to have to worry about it when it comes race time. But we are going to go ahead and step away here, folks. Play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the praise, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, just handling some stuff here. Sorry about that. Now, of course, qualifying is going to be coming to an end here in about 15 seconds. But Clark Gneekin there is going to grab, it looks like, the pole here this evening. Watched a little bit of that qualifying, but Clark Gneekin there going to grab the pole with a 39.527. Now, that actually beat the fastest practice time set by Randy Kruder with a 39.534. So Clark Gneekin there is actually quicker in qual than he was in practice, and I think these other times could have been while they were practicing, maybe some draft times, but I don't know. I mean, look at Clark's time, 5.27. Geez. At about a 13 roughly, 13/100ths of a second quicker roughly than Randy. Well, that is really, really close. Well, we are going to go ahead and get to the picks, or my pick, I should say, here this evening. Well, I called it last week. Now, he is from Michigan. Of course, he's going to be my pick tonight. And he will be my pick tomorrow night because they will get back at it here for the Northern Capital Truck Series right here at Michigan. It's going to be Brendan Book. I've got to go with the home state boy of Brendan Book here. Of course, our defending champion, and he is sitting in third in points. I've got to go with him. You know, I think he knows this track pretty well. It looks like he qualified fifth here. So he's got maybe a little bit of work to do, but we've got 90 laps to do it. So we'll just have to wait and see kind of what happens, but let's go ahead and get our pole sitter up here. This is why I was talking to the admins here to see exactly when and where I could pull up our pole sitter, and he just said anytime. He can always look up here to see. So let me go ahead and get him up here real quick, if I can. There we go. Clark Gneekin, buddy. I probably didn't say it right, but do you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Well, I did get permission from the head admin to go ahead and pull you up, so I'm not going to get in trouble, and you shouldn't. So we'll just go from there. But you're coming into tonight, round 3, tied with Mr. James Shane Wolf at 81 points. So now it is only round 3, and after tonight, we're going to have 7 races left of the regular season. But this track is kind of a little like a super speedway. I mean, a lot of things can happen here. We're hearing a lot too. Well, let's just hear it from you because you're driving. What's it like down there?
It's slick, man. It's real slick. The back end loves to jump out if you hit a seam a certain way or hit a bump, putting too much throttle to the rear tires. You're gonna have to be careful and save your stuff. It weirdly enough is similar to how the car drove last week with the track temp being just over 110. Going to be a lot of managing tires and hanging on to these loose race cars.
Well, is it going to be so loose that it's going to use up tires more than it usually would with the track temp saying being 80, 90 degrees?
Oh, absolutely. If you come out of the gates beating the hell out of your stuff, trying to get to the front, after about 3-4 laps, those rear tires are going to be gone, and you're going to lose, 15, 20 seconds over the course of the entire fuel run because you burnt them up so early. So it's same thing as last week. Save your stuff early. Be there at the second half of the run.
Well, let's talk about the fuel here. Fuel and tires, of course. We mentioned tires, but we'll get more into that here. Fuel, somewhere between the neighborhood ballpark of 28 to 35 laps, plus or minus a few. I don't know the exact number, but you got that fuel run, and then you got these tire sets. You got 5 total sets. Of course, the one you start with and 4 in the pits. With the track the way it is, now probably going to be 20 to 30 laps on a set of tires, kind of falling now within that fuel range. Do you think it's going to be more of a strategy call? Who can stay out the longest without risking losing a set of tires?
It's going to depend on cautions. If it stays green, everybody's going to come in around lap 30 or 31 because you're going to give up so much time to new tires on one lap. But, if we get cautions frequently towards the end or around the middle of the race, it'll definitely play a role strategy-wise because you got to have one in the pits if we get a caution with 5 to go. It's a big advantage here having fresh tires and being able to stay in the throttle longer, and you just have so much more grip in the corners.
So no doubt, if it's coming to 5 to go and there's a caution, you at least, if you don't have a set of tires in there, you've pretty much banked yourself of just rolling with whatever you've got, or parking it basically.
Yeah, the track is real wide, so here you're able to make a lot more moves with the new tires. There's so many different grooves, and even the straightaways are so wide, and the draft plays a role. So no tires would really hurt you at the end of this thing.
Well, all righty, buddy. Well, congratulations. It looks like I'm seeing in here from Shad Curran. It looks like 3 poles in a row here, too. Man, you're just on that pole rail here this evening, this season. So congratulations on that. But, man, 90 laps here. Yeah, you can't win it on the first on the first lap here tonight. There's no way.
No, sir. Same as last week. If somebody wants it, I'll give it up. Save my stuff.
All righty, buddy. Good luck out there, Clark.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, I held Clark up here throughout the whole drivers' meeting, which is fine. Well, how about we go just outside of the top 12 or just outside of the top 10 here? Let's get back here to James Shane Wolf here. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Mr. James Shane Wolf, buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir. No.
Well, James, you're going to come in too tonight. Of course, you're going to qualify at 12, so you're going to be the last driver to get that bonus point, okay? So congratulations on that. Now, you're coming in too tonight tied in that top spot with Clark. Man, what's it like knowing that you're tied and you're coming to do a track like Michigan that is right now, from what I'm hearing, very, very slick?
Well, I'm just going to try and survive for the first half. My biggest mistake last season was I thought in my mind I needed to win every race. This year, I'm just going for points. So I'm just hoping to have a good run tonight, keep it clean for the first half, let everybody get the feel for the track, and then hopefully we'll be there at the end.
So what do you think it's going to take? You think it's going to take strategy? Say we stay green for, say the fuel run here, 28 to 35 laps. We get a green flag pit stop in, and we're green for 50, 60 laps. Do you think that's really going to change the game for not only you but for everybody out there on the track, knowing that we had that long green flag run? I mean, I'm just throwing a hypothetical out there. We don't know what's going to happen.
No, if we get long green flag runs, I think your guys from 20th on back are actually going to be a lot faster than the people that qualified in the top 20. Tires are really important here today. With the track temp being as high as it is and as slick as it is, saving your tires is going to be a big deal. And then those guys that are running the slower lap times are going to be able to save more fuel per lap as well, so they'll be able to go a little bit further. So if this stays green, it's really anybody's game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It really, yeah. Michigan reminds me a lot of a super speedway. Even though it's not a super speedway, it acts like one. The same with Auto Club. You've got two tracks that are huge, wide, and the draft. You think the draft here tonight may play a little bit of a factor? Can you get a lot of draft, or at least some, in these ARCA cars?
Definitely down the straightaways is where you'll see the draft come into play the most. Through the corners, everybody's having to lift and let out at different points. People have different lift points, stuff like that. But as soon as everybody gets back wide open and gets in line with each other, the second, third car in line is definitely going to pull on the guys ahead of them. So yeah, the draft's going to play a big factor. At least corner entries, you're going to see a lot of people with big runs into the corner, and hopefully they can keep it clean and make it stick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, James, good luck out here tonight. 90 laps, man, there's a lot. There's a lot on the line here, but we're still early in the season. And I know, when it comes to halfway of the season, everybody gets a little antsy. So we're still early, but, hey, good luck out there nonetheless, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Quick shout out to Northern Capital, you guys, all the people watching, and everybody at Extreme that makes this happen. Wouldn't be here without y'all.
Yep, thank you, bud. Thank you. All right, well, let's get him down here. I know I put him down there. Let me go ahead and drag him down here to his team, because we are going to actually bring up his teammate here pretty quickly. Now, this is going to be Bobby Tench, and the reason I'm bringing up Bobby Tench, Bobby, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Bobby, the reason I'm bringing you up, now you're qualified 24th here tonight, but you usually don't race in the ARCA series. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I just racing relief, driving for the next couple weeks to keep us some team points going here. I'm not real happy with my qualifying, but trying to fill these cars out. I haven't run them in a long time.
Well, we got that subbing rule that you can sub for somebody, and you're going to be subbing, I believe, for Dwayne?
Yeah.
Yes, so, you're out here. You're going to be running the same points as he would be. 24th qualifying. That's, we usually, that's not, you're mid-pack, and that's not where you really wanted to be. So what's it going to take to get back up front?
Patience.
Patience.
I think especially here early. These cars out mid-corner really got the wheel in it and start getting a little free, so going to have to watch that, and then they'll turn real tight. So just got to be smart. Watch what's going on, a lot of stuff going to happen here quick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Bobby, good luck out there tonight, buddy. Hopefully I just didn't jinx you.
No, we're good.
No,
Thanks.
We're good. Thanks, Bobby, man. All right, getting back down there to his team. We got about 3 minutes left. Let's see here. We can probably get one more in. How about we go outside of somebody who didn't qualify? That's going to be Damian Crump, one of them. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Damian up here. Damian, buddy, got a copy? Damian, Joshua Madlock in the broadcast booth, bud, got a copy? Damian? All right. Well, Damien don't have a copy. Well, let's see here if we can get somebody else. How about we go maybe with Mr. Ryan Douglas? I'll have to find him. I'm not exactly sure where he is at. Oh, there he is. Right there, Mr. Ryan Douglas. Ryan Douglas, buddy, get a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Ryan, of course, stand by here tonight. Not able to qualify, so you're going to start in the very back. But it's 90 laps, man. What is it going to take here this evening for you as a standby driver?
Just taking it easy, trying to watch how the field unfolds. Just trying to take it lap by lap and see where I finish at the end. My biggest thing is just trying to gain experience and get out there and hopefully get a good finish for this Surf Pro car.
All right, yeah, it looks like you're down there with 4X, so that is, I think that is your team, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, you're down there with Jim, Ron, and Mr. Ron Schutte. So, well, we're coming down to, well, what strategy? Don't give out your strategy, but what strategy, in all honesty, is all the drivers, including yourself, really going to have to take here at Michigan with it being so slick?
Just taking it easy and working really well together on these green flag stops. Just trying to get the best green flag stops and try and gain position as the time goes on. If we get some green flag pit stops actually coming through this race, so I think that's going to be the biggest advantage that we have. Is just working together and trying to make our way up to the front.
All right, buddy, we'll let you get down there to your team here. We're going to grid them up here, or grid y'all up here in about a minute or so. So good luck, Ryan. You can't win it, I don't believe, here tonight on the first lap, but definitely sure can lose it, not only, for you as a driver, but for all the drivers out here, man. It's, from what I'm hearing, this is going to be rough.
Definitely.
Yes.
It's going to be a tough race altogether, but I'm hoping that we come out with a good finish. So I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, bud. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, well, that is going to do it for our interviews here tonight. We'll get back up front here. And, of course, a shout-out to Doug Design, Doug Blackman, for coming on board here for the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com ARCA Series. Again, if y'all don't know, he wraps the cars for Eric Caldell, the real ARCA Series driver. So a big shout out to Doug, Rick Donathan out there, Extreme Motorsports, the owner, for putting on an awesome league. Our admins here tonight, Curtis Vollmer, Michael Ekins Jr., Russell LePage. They got a tough call here this evening, as they always do. And, of course, all the fans out there here tuning in. We'll get more on that here in just a minute. We're going to get down here on the grid here this evening for round 3 here in the Irish Hills of Michigan. Well, thank you all. We got 22, it looks like, watching here, 6 likes so far, and we haven't dropped any frames. So, looks like we're doing A-OK right now, and knock on wood, let's hope that continues, folks. Let's hope that continues. So, let's get them on the grid here, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Clark Ganeikin going to grab the pole out here with a 39.527. Congratulations to Clark. Alexander Brown going to be starting on the outside of him in that second spot. Row 2 is going to be Jim Thorndike in third. Rick Christensen in fourth. Row 3, Brendan L. Book, the defending champion of my pick here tonight, in fifth. Randy Kruder in sixth. Row 4, Lane Doyle in 7th, Tyler All in 8th. Row 5, rounding out the top 10 is going to be Sean Corcoran in 9th, Pierce Baffett in 10th. Justin Lemke there in 11th, rounding out the qualifying grid here, really. The top 12 receiving that bonus point. It's going to be James Shanewolf there in 12th, Kyle Knapp in 13th, Jake Bustos in 14th, Matthew Robinson in 15th, Sebastian Taylor 16th, Ron Swan in 17th, Jeff Glockner in 18th, Jeremy Rigney 19th, Blair Daddy Patterson in 20th, Ted Pullen there in 21st, Raul Nardi 22nd, Patrick Moore 23rd, Bobby Tinch subbing in for Dwayne, but hey, Bobby is still a racer, so Bobby there in 24th, Eric Talent 25th, Dawson Miller 26th, Ryan Branshaw 27th, Nolan Neiman 28th, Doug Blackman, 29th in Carter Coupe, going to round out the 30th spot. Jeremy Knapp, 31st. Ron Schutte, 32nd. Edward Moore Sr., 33rd. Fernando Gamboa, 34th. Kevin Franks, 35th. Robert Kinney, it is actually pronounced Kenny, not Kind. So Kenny, there in 36. Joshua Gillian, 37th. Jarrett Lipster, this is of the three non-qualifiers there. He will round it out 38th. Damian Crump, 39th. Ryan Douglas will round out the field, though, here in 40th. That is going to do it here for, of course, the grid. And they are already on the backstretch here in the Irish Hills of Michigan, ready to go green flag racing for round 3 of the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Doug Design ARCA Series, presented by MaxSpeedTV. They're going to pull those belts tight one more time here into 3 and 4. Of course, the pace car is going to dive off to the safety of pit road here out of turn number 4. And Buddy Bye Georgie, we are going to go green flag racing here. Pace car's down. It's not off the track, so the 18 can't go. Now, all 4 tires are off and away. Clark Ganekin is on the loud pedal already. Great jump. The green flag is out. Get back in the bucket, folks. Racing here tonight at the Irish Hills Michigan International Speedway. As they get lined out here, of course, we are going to just give it a few minutes. They're already going to go single file, and so some 2 wide already back here between the 41 and the 62. Pierce Maffitt and Tyler Raw. It looks like everybody scaved through. Oh, we got our first caution. Oh, the number 4 of Robert Kinney and the 44 of Damian Crump. Oh, no, I believe that might have been the product of that outside wall early on here. Oh, well, let's go back here. Take a look. Of course, we're going to be on Robert Kinney. The 44 is going to be behind him. Of course, we will see exactly what transpired out here on the track for the first caution of the evening. I'm going to go ahead and bring up that penalty chart here tonight as well for everybody. That way I can get... Oh, right there it was. It looks like they were... The 4 was A-OK coming out of turn 2. And the 44 just came right up into the 4. From my perspective here, how about we go on a chase view here of that number 4 and get another look at this. Looks like Chad Frederick out there in chat. Glad to see you. So let's see here. Coming out of turn 2 for the first caution. Yeah, the number 4 is fine. 44 just looks like went right up into the number 4, and the number 4 going to slam that inside wall. He hit flat. He's still going to have some damage, but I guess we will see exactly how much damage he is going to have. He is on pit road here. It looks like he is getting it assessed here. Nobody else coming down pit road. Well, not what we wanted to see here early on. We'll, of course, get the official word from the admins here tonight. Oh, okay. So, lap number 1. I call it the way I see it. They call it like they see it. All right. So, lap number 1, we'll, of course, wait until it's official. Okay, so they're going to rule that a racing incident. They get a better look at it and have more time than I do. So, lap number 1, it's going to be a racing incident between the 4 and the 44. So, the 4 was coming down, and then the 44 was coming up out of 2, and then, bam, they collided. So, that is going to be a racing incident here for the first caution of the evening. Now, here's the thing. I was informed about the wind here tonight. Now, the wind is out of the southwest. I mean, it goes right into turn 4 and 2. So as they come out of turn number 2, that wind is pushing those cars right up against that outside wall. So we're going to have to watch and see if maybe they could adjust the entry, or the exit, I should say, the exit out of 2. So if the wind does catch them, it doesn't push them into the wall. They don't want to be so close to that outside wall out of 2 that they're going to get hammered on that right side with the wall. I know all about the wall. When it grabs you, it does not let go. Glad to see you out there, Chad. Looks like a Willie out there. Mr. Toby Keiss. Base end racing out there. Yeah, base end, it's loosey-goosey. It's just loose with the setup, the hot track. It's just a combination. It is really, really loose out there. All right, well, down into 3 in the middle of number 4 here. 3 in the middle of 3 and 4 here. We're going to be coming back up to the green flag here. Jim Thorndike. That is actually James Thorndike. On the outside in the 59. All right, the 18, going to get him going here once more. Come to lap number 5. They are side by side. Now they cannot go 3 wide before the start-finish line. Green flag is back out. Now once they cross that start-finish line, if they want to go 3 wide, they can. But remember, if they cause a caution, there are still rules in play. So that 3 wide out of 2 is a null and void for this season. We're going to kind of watch throughout the field here to see if maybe anybody out of 2 is going to smack that outside wall. We don't want to see it, but it could very well happen. Well, it looks like everybody is A-okay right now, so that is a good thing. All right, we get back up front here. A lot of side-by-side going on, though. The 62 of Tyler Raw going to go to the inside here on the front stretch. The 6 of Rick Christensen. Going to have to watch still turn 2 throughout the race. Turn 2 is just so treacherous. I don't know if you're out there listening in, Rick, but if you are, you're more than welcome to come up here and have a little chit-chat. Yeah, call a little bit of the race with me here tonight. You know the drill. I don't have to repeat it every week, but I do. So thank you, buddy. It looks like Jeremy Knapp down there in that number 20 machine. Started 31st. He's up at spot there in 30th, so not a whole lot of movers the present time. Well, Kyle Knapp there on the 12 coming to the outside. It looks like of that 34 of Matthew Robinson. Matthew, though, going to hold it. Now it looks like a little bit of single file action. We get up here, boy, that number 6 of Rick Christensen. He is bringing with him that 83. We're 3 wide here, folks. 3 wide in the Irish Hills. We're 3 wide again with James Shane Wolf to the inside of the 67. The 80 on that outside. And now we're going to go all the way back. I believe that was the 80. Let me see here. Kind of go back through the field, or was that the 80 or the 67 of Alexander Brown? I'm not sure. The dark car. All I know is they were 3 wide, and boy, I think they took a little bit of 3 wide action there again. Here comes Pierce Maffitt there to the inside of the 67 of Alexander Brown. Not going to be able to make the pass here on the front stretch. Now going to dive it down into turn number 1. You will see a late entry, and boy, that 67 get a little bit loose there, it looks like. Got the 41 still yet to his inside. Sean Corcoran looks like in a bit of a mix here. Now to the inside of the 12 of Kyle Knapp Sr. On the back stretch, down into turn number 3. 27 of Taylor now. Sandra out there. Joshua's mama. Rooting on the number 40. As always, she don't pick anybody else. Joshua does Joshua things. Looks like Joshua back here, he's still on the lead lap, but he's by himself there in that number 40 machine. Well, let's get up front here real quick. We're going to go maybe 3 now. We're going to still 2 wide. Do not like this camera angle. Ugh. Let's see if I can go to TV 3 here and get a better view. Nah, it's not going to work here, folks. Not going to be able to change it. I do apologize. I like the high view, like this one. I love this one as they come into turn number 1 here. $35 viewers here concurrent right now. 9 likes here this evening already in lap 11. Had that little hiccup there at the beginning. Get back here to Mr. Kevin Franks in the 98. He's making some moves here early. He's on that inside of that number 13. Well, actually it's supposed to be 113, but it is 13 on the car, 113 in the driver bar of Ryan Douglas. Ryan also trying to make some moves here too, from 40th to 33rd as a standby driver. He's got every more senior there right up ahead of him. This is back here, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th is going to be Damian Crump. The 98 of Kevin Frank's going to fall back to 35th. And right behind him is going to be Nolan Neiman there in that number 5. But we got to get back up toward the front because a pass for the lead we had. And it's going to be James Jim Thorndike there in that number 59 GTR machine. Tyler Raw going to go into second. James going to lead his second lap here tonight. Clark going to fall back to third. And Clark did say early that if they're faster, he's just going to let them go. So, kudos to Clark for having, a lot of respect out there for these drivers. Clark is new to the league. This is his first time here, so, just trying to give as much respect as he can. But I can tell you one thing, when it comes down to the end of the race and green flag racing, he's going to race it up. James Shane Wolf there, falling back a spot. The battle, though, with the number 6 of Rick Christensen. Get him out of back here, Sebastian Taylor. Look at the gaggle of cars here. Taylor, Knapp, Doyle, Bustos right up ahead of the drivers right here. I mean, they're all right here. We're 3 wide for a second. The 66 of Bobby Tench. The 81 there of Jeremy Rigney. Oh, man, now they're getting a little loose. Let's go. Number 3 wide again, folks. Back to 2. No, it wasn't quite 3. It's why I don't like that camera angle. I can't see nothing. Sometimes it's frustrating. Oh, Mr. Carter Coop, though, looking to the middle here of the 5 and the 66. Is he really going to take it 3 wide? I think the 5 closed the gap there. I don't think Eric Talent really wanted Carter Coop to go to the center. I wouldn't either. Nah, 3 wide, lap 15. Nah, a little bit too early. The 80, Randy Kruder. Now to the inside of the 6 of Rick Christensen. Not quite able to get up there, though, to him on the front stretch. James Shane Wolf there going to make a late entry here into 1. Can James get around? And he did. The 80 just kind of backed off, pulled behind that 83 machine. Well, Jim Thorndike, a.k.a. James Thorndike, has got about a second lead now over second place of Clark Ganeikin there. Going to make the pass over the 62 of Tyler Raw. I was told by Tyler it is actually pronounced Rao, but he said I could call him whatever I wanted. So I'm going to call him Tyler Raw because that's what I've always called him. The number 5, Eric Talent to the inside of Jeff Glockner. Jeff on the outside, started 18th, kind of right where he started here. I mean, we're 17 laps into a 90 lapper here. I like the move, though, by this man. I mean, that's 66 of Bobby Tench. Just taking it one lap at a time, and I think that's what you got to do. Right now, everybody kind of burning their stuff up here. Nobody's made a pit stop except for Blair Daddy Patterson, Damian Crump. They are on the lead lap, and they are coming. Looks like Joshua Gillian came down maybe for a splash of fuel. Doesn't look like he changed any tires. Of course, Robert Kinney. Nice to see Robert back out here on the racetrack. Jarrett Lipster in the 99's on pit road still. But nice to see Robert out here, back out here. Of course, Chad Frederick going to go for the 28 of Ron Schutte. Now, Chad, why do you have to go for Ron? That is my big question. I got to pick on Ron. Ron's one of my buddies. Good racing, though, out here tonight early on. I mean, these guys, after a little hiccup there, they got to figure it out. Looks like Pierce Maffitt trying to make some moves here on, I believe that is the 67 of Alexander Brown. Yes, it is. He is going to be able to get around him, but that's going to open up the door for Mr. Jake Bustos there on the inside. And he manages to go to the inside of the 67. Has not completed the pass yet, but we got some passing maybe back here. That is happening. The 32 of Lane Doyle. Randy Kruder. Now, Randy, of course, the fastest in practice with a 39.534. Started 6th, but he's mired back here in 11th. Whoa, the number 12, Cal Knapp. Boy, 34, Matthew Robinson. Oof, gonna have to be careful, guys. Well, he didn't give me a name to call you tonight, so we'll go with that. 1280, here comes the 27 of Sebastian Taylor. Jeremy Rigney, Eric Talent, Sean Corcoran. Kind of a rundown here where I'm at. I'm trying to get everybody. This field is so big, though. And a battle for the lead. Of course, Clark Gneekin going to take over, back over the lead from Jim Thorndike. Boy, this may be a Gneekin-Thorndike race here. I know it's early, but it could be. Oh, yeah, Chad, I know. He told me exactly who you are, sort of, kinda. He just said y'all work together. All right, well, we'll get back on that. Well, we got a gaggle and a 3 wide. Now back to 2. We've seen Eric Talent. Boy, Eric Talent, man, he is flying up through this field now. 34, Matthew Robinson now to his outside. Sean Corcoran, Justin Lemke, Carter Coop, Randy Kruder, Ryan Swan. Oh, somebody is into that wall. Oh, and if I can catch up to them. Who was it? Was it Kruder? I believe Randy Cruder just smacked the wall and it held him. We're going to go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay and take a look. No caution. Looks like he held it up there and just the wall just magnetized him. Of course, coming out of turn number 2, there it was. Just grabbed a hold of him. It looks like he was trying to also hold it up there too, because traffic there with him down into 3. Yeah, I believe he might have just held it there to let everybody by. Now he's going to be coming up here on Ryan Douglas. But boy, what a tough break. We get back up here with some actions going on. Pierce Maffitt, Lane Doyle, lap 25. They're going to be coming up here on some pit stops here, roughly in about 13, 14 laps, roughly. That's when that window is going to open, and I'm sure these tires right now are screaming at these drivers. 25 or so laps. I know they'd be screaming at me. Boy, the 74 of Jake Bustos almost hit the wall, too. Let's get back here to where that number 32 machine of Lane Doyle is just all over the back bumper. Oh, the 41. Some action going on right here. Okay, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, I get you. Well, we'll just go ahead and keep it PG here tonight, like we always do. Got about 38 watching. Well, ladies and gentlemen, gonna go ahead and ask. I was asked on social media here if I got everything fixed on my end. So you are the fans out there, Chad, Sandra, Brendan, Toby, Base End Racing, Billy, Didis, Mike. How is the stream looking here tonight? I'm hoping I've got everything kind of worked out. Hopefully I haven't dropped any frames, so I'm hoping everything is fine. Back up here to Eric Talent. Looks like Pierce Maffitt there on the outside, the 27 of Sebastian Taylor there on his inside. Let's see here. Lap 45 is going to be our halfway mark. Oh, we're about 16 or so away from that halfway mark. And man, these drivers get a little bit spread out here tonight. Now this long green. Oh, the number 5, Eric Talent. He is peeling off here. And he is going to be coming down pit road. It looks like maybe for the pit stop here. Doesn't look like he was penalized for anything, so that is a good thing. Do I need to turn down the volume of anything? Is everything okay? Just let me know. Of course, we want to make this broadcast. Uh-oh, Sebastian Taylor. Oh, here comes James Thorndike down pit road. Looks like we've got Sebastian Taylor coming down pit road. Ryan Swan down pit road. Of course, this is the opening of those pit stops here. Boy, pit road is busy. Who else came down? Ryan Swan, Raul Nardi, Ryan Branchaw, Carter Coop, Ryan Douglas. Well, let's get back up here toward the front, see exactly who else may dive down pit road here. Looks like Clark Ganikin there. He is going to stay out another lap. 32 laps. Awesome Clark Ganikin. Clark, awesome sauce. Well, we're just in the first round, so man, they are under green flag pit stops here. It looks like Randy Kruder, he will be down pit road here. Clark staying out again, 33 laps. Oh, just going to run it till it goes. Lane Doyle down pit road. Yeah, Chad, last week was rough. Yes, it was. It sure was, man. I will totally agree to that. All right, more drivers coming down pit road. It looks like Jeff Glockner, Ted Poulin. You're going to have to watch Ted Poulin later on in the race for sure. Ron Schutte on pit road here in his pit stall. He is going to be off and away. Question is, though, is everybody going to take 4 Mr. Feelgoods, or are they just going to come in for a splash and go or a splash of fuel as we get down here to Rick Christensen, who is going to come down pit road here this time. 34 laps on this run here. Now, remember, you had that caution, so drivers did save some. All right, Clark. Oh, Clark. Get down there, buddy. Whoa, he almost got a little spin of Rudy loosey-goosey there coming down pit road. He is coming down pit road now. James Shane Wolf down pit road. Tyler Raw down pit road. Jeremy Rigney down pit road. And it looks like we've got another one here, too. Patrick Moore down pit road. Brendan L. Book, the defending champion, has not pitted. So our top 14 have yet to pit. A lot of drivers to go through here tonight, folks. When you're by yourself, it takes a little bit of time to find everybody. We're going to watch Matthew Robinson. I see the speed drop. He's going to come down pit road, as well as Damian Crump, Kevin Franks. It looks like Fernando Gamboa. Doug Blackman also down pit road. I knew there was another one. Oh no, Brendan, help! No! Seen that here live on MaxSpeedTV. Brendan L. Book was our leader up front in that number 2. Now, I don't know what the communication is here, as I do not have that, but we see Brendan right here, in the 32. Oh no, of Lane Doyle. Now Lane had made his pit stop, and we see Lane Doyle just come right up. I don't know if the communication there or what, but Lane Doyle right into the back of that butt kicker number 2 machine. And that spins that number 2, and then 83 just nowhere to go, plows the number 2, and both of them hard into that outside wall. Oh, man, tough break. Not what we wanted to see here, I'm sure. Oh, man, I don't even know. I don't even want to know what's going on down there on the track. I think if they could throw helmets at each other, I think that's what would happen. So we'll just go ahead and roll with that. Oof. That's really all I got to say about it is oof. Well, Joshua Gillian out here. Now he is up front, it looks like. Doing, of course, Joshua Gillian number 40 things here, as I like to call it. 37th to 1st. Well, of course, we'll get the official word here. We'll wait and see kind of what happens here, but we'll get the official word from the admins here. Okay, so lap 36, which was this previous caution, at fault, the number 2. Contact with the 32, trying to pit from the high line. So that is the ruling coming down from the admins. Joshua down pit road here. He didn't lead a lap there, Sandra. Needs to lead a lap. All right. Well, we're already... Man, I do not like this update. I know for the drivers, it works out for them. But for us broadcasters, you know, after we review the replay and then check the penalty chart and see what the admins call it, they're all ready to go back green flag racing. We just don't have time now with the previous... Well, with the update that they had to go back green flag quicker. So, it's just so frustrating. All right, it looks like they are going to extend this caution here. And let's see here. Yeah, we got to do it. We've got to do it. Let's see here. Where's he at? How about we go ahead and bring up Mr. Gillian here, buddy? Mr. Joshua, got a copy?
Yes, sir. How about you?
I got you, man. Well, I know you guys are going to get double file here, ready to go back green flag, buddy. But right now you're in 16th. You started way back into the field, 37th. But this, man, it looks like it's really, really tough out there here tonight.
Oh, yeah. But you know me, man. I'm just out here to have a little bit of fun.
Well, you're doing Joshua Gillian things. You know that.
Hey, that's the only way to do it, man. You can't do it any other way.
Exactly. You know that. Well, you know, we still got a ways to go. What's the game plan? Or do you got one? Or is it just to survive?
I'm just here. As long as I'm on the track, we're good. I'm tired of getting taken out.
Oh, I can understand that, buddy. Well, good luck down there, man. We're not going to keep you, buddy.
All right, man. Appreciate it, bud.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, that is Joshua Gillian. Oh, man. Well, we get back up front here with the Doug Design ARCA Series XM99 Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Around 3 at Michigan. Of course, the pace car are going to dive off to the safety of pit road. James Thorndike, Rick Christensen up front. It's going to be James on the loud pedal here, coming to lap 41. Green flag is back out here again tonight. And it looks like the number 20 didn't get a good start. God. Ready here, folks, before we head into turn number 1. We're still 3 wide. 3 wide again as that number 20 falls back. Jeremy Knapp. Boy, I'm sure Kyle Knapp might not be too happy. Maybe that might be a game plan. We don't know. Joshua, he's on pit road. What happened? Not sure. I guess we will see. Maybe from the... Did he get a penalty? Doesn't look like it. So he is on pit road. Alrighty, folks. We'll have 42 here tonight. Looks like a lot of 2 wide here. Yes, we've had some 3 wide already, but you know how we do it here at the halfway mark. If you don't, well, you might want to turn it down, but we prefer you to crank it up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, we got another caution here under the crank it up cam. Of course, we got to go back and see kind of what happened. It looks like maybe Doug Blackman might have been involved in this. Let's go see what happened here tonight. Now, we're going to get a crank it up cam here, folks. Don't worry. But going to have to, of course, take a look at the caution here this evening. This is Michigan. We got a huge field. It's loosey-goosey. You know, a lot of things. We got the wind. Got the hot track right here. We see maybe the 12. Oh, no, it started right up ahead of them. The 113 maybe of Ryan Douglas. Yes, it was. No, the 66 of Bobby Tench. There in that, well, actually, it's not Bobby Tench. It is Bobby. Let me find the 66 here. Yeah, Bobby Tench. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, this is how well I know these numbers. So the 66 of Bobby Tench to the inside of the 113. Not sure exactly, you know, maybe if the 113 might have snapped loose a little bit, or if the 66 pushed up. Looks like maybe the 66 pushed up a little bit right into that left rear of that 113, and Spitteroony he goes. And boy, there were several drivers that got a piece of this as well, and some of them just try to dodge it. Boy, the 66 goes for a ride. That left rear just goes up and over. So the caution under the crank it up cam here, and Bobby down pit road as we, of course, go back up front. Hey, Chad, tell him I still want my autograph. Got to pick on old Austin Hill every week. All right, let's see here if we can get an interview in here. Oh man, who do we want to interview? A lot of drivers on pit road. Man, I have no idea. There's just so many to choose from. Justin Lemke, maybe. Let me see if I can find him here. There he is. Mr. Lemke, buddy. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I hate this update because I have to get through the replay and then come back and try to get an interview in before y'all go to ready to go green flag. But man, how is it down there? From my perspective, it looks like you guys y'all have y'all's hands full.
Yeah, it's definitely a little loose out here, and everybody's pretty competitive, so they're kind of all stacking up on top of each other. And tires are definitely a factor.
Well, is there, the give and take? I know there's some going on, but you got to stay with the drivers. So, I mean, how do you adjust?
It's a very fine line. In the beginning, I was given a little bit too much, and I fell back all the way to like 19th or something like that. But yeah, I just didn't want to wreck my car out early.
All righty, buddy. We'll let you get back to it, man. You guys are all ready to go, ready to green flag race it again. Coming to lap 47, past the halfway mark. Justin, good luck. Good luck there, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh. All right, I just had to pick somebody because, man, there's so many drivers out here that, I mean, I would like to interview everybody out here, but I just don't have that kind of time. And, well, we don't have that kind of time. So it looks like Clark Ganikin there going to be, of course, up in that top spot. Our pole sitter, he's already led 25 laps. The number 6 of Rick Christensen going to be to his outside. Tyler Raw third. Bustos fourth. Alexander Brown fifth. Of course, that's going to run through the top 5 as the pace car dives off yet again and once more to the safety of pit road here. Clark Ganikin, he is, of course, going to be on the loud pedal here once more. Green flag back out here tonight. Awesome. Still awesome racing out here by all of these drivers here this evening. Oh, man. Now, of course, like I said, after the start-finish line, if they want to go 3 wide, they can. But I would not suggest it with, of course, tires, the track temp, and everything under the sun. But we are going to go ahead and take a look at that penalty here. And that caution, lap 42, at fault 66, contact with the 13. 66, an EOL here, 66 into 13 coming out of 2. Of course, we seen that on that replay, but of course it's only official with the officials. Curtis Vollmer, Michael Atkins Jr., and Russell LePage make it official. So, got to make sure they are on their P's and Q's. But awesome job by them, man. This is tough here this evening. So trying to give it a couple of laps here to see if maybe they can get these tires warmed up. Everybody can kind of get mired, with some drivers. And yes, we will try to do another crank it up here. So second lap here this evening, folks. Well, how about we go ahead and do it here, or at least try it. Let's crank it up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. What's more? Alrighty, folks, I could crank it up here all night long because of how close these drivers are together. But, of course, we've got racing that we still have to call here this evening. So I guess we'll go ahead and go back to it here tonight. But we see Jake Russo out there in chat, BA63 out there, Patrick D out there as well. And, of course, a little bit under the track crank it up under one of those corners. So I didn't know it was like that. If I did, I would have fixed it. But I didn't know it was like that. So we'll just go with the flow here tonight, folks. Well, lap 54 of a 90, and Clark Gadekin there is still up front. He's led 31 laps. Tyler Roll, of course, has led 2. He got a little bit of loosey-goosey there. Of course, that's going to upset him a little bit. It's going to allow the 6 of Rick Christensen, of course, to get a little bit of momentum over Jake Bustos. Going to make the pass there over Jake. Jake back to 4, started 14th. Alexander Brown in 15th. Side by side, Sharon Corcoran, the 27 of Taylor. Eric Talent here in 8th currently. Side by side with the 12 of Kyle Knapp in 9th. Damian Crump going to round out the top 10. Lane Doyle in 11th. Justin Lemke 12th. Jim Thorndike, a.k.a. James Thorndike. Ryan Swan in 14th. Carter Coop there in 15th. Jeremy Knapp 16th. Matthew Robinson 17th. Kevin Franks 18th. Bobby Tinch 19th. And Raul Nardi going to round out that top 20 here tonight, folks. Of course, over the halfway mark. You know we, of course, take a look at the caution counts here this evening. 3 cautions so far for 7 laps, 36 laps to go. And we've had 9 lead changes here tonight on MaxSpeedTV with the Doug Design ARCA series here for Extreme Motorsports at 99.com. Round 3 here at Michigan, of course, tomorrow night. We're going to do it again here with the Northern Capital Truck Series for Extreme Motorsports at 99.com. Going to unload it, be right here at Michigan. But I do want to, of course, give a shout-out again to Doug Blackman, Doug Design out there for coming on board again for the ARCA series. Rick Donathan for putting on an awesome league over here at Extreme Motorsports at 99.com. Our admins again here tonight, Curtis Vollmer, Michael Atkins Jr., Russell LePage. Man, they're having a tough job of right now with these cautions kind of coming out every few 10, 15, 20 laps. So hopefully we'll see everybody get it, together and maybe give them a little bit of a break. But, thank them guys for their time to do this. And, of course, the fans out there tuning in each and every week. We appreciate it here. Looks like 43 watching, 12 likes. Thank you all, as always. We're not done with this race here tonight. We still got a ways to go. A little bit getting a little bit bunched up back here with Jake Bustos, Tyler Raw, Alexander Brown, Sebastian Taylor, Kyle Knapp, Sean Corcoran. Gonna have to watch maybe Eric Talent. Now, one of the drivers that I said we're gonna have to watch later on would be Ted Poulin back here in the number 54. And, he is currently running at 24th. But he's 1 lap down, man. Right now, Ted really looking for a couple of cautions. Jeremy Rigney, the first driver, a lap down. The last driver on the lead lap is going to be Jeremy Knapp there here in that butt kicker number 20 machine. Currently running in 20th, started 31st. He is still having a great run, but he is right back here inside the top 20, just barely inside the top 20. So, we still got plenty of racing to go. We're going to have at least, I would say, at least 4 pit stop here. If they start coming down, for the green flag pit stop, and then they get it. Ooh, somebody's blinking out there. Ooh, that's the 67 of Alexander Brown. Ooh, buddy. I see Jake Russo out there. Well, Brendan Kennedy out there as well. BAE, how you doing there, buddy? I see you out there too, so don't forget, I do see you. Crank it up, great as per the usual. That under the track camera, holy Moses. Oh man, this is why I have fans out there. You guys keep me going. Oh man. Lee Rigney out there. Something about have a shot off the rear deck of Jeremy. Okay, yeah. How about we do that? Yeah. We'll go chase, but we'll go ahead and turn the camera here because I don't have that rear view here. I don't think. Let me see here. Rear chase. Oh, I do have it. Okay, there it is. All right. Yes, we do. Yep, we're looking back here from Jeremy Rigney. So, this is, of course, the first driver 1 lap down. Right behind him, I do believe, is going to be Mr. Ryan Branchaw. So these two actually really fighting for that lucky dog position. If a caution was to come out, they're really fighting for that. So they are fighting for position. We're going to go ahead and go back up front here. Man, we got a battle here. Eric Talent, the 27. Sebastian Taylor still yet to the inside. Mr. Rick Christensen, Jake Bustos, Alexander Brown. And the more these drivers race it up here, the further Clark Ganikin there is going to get out front. It's about 1.2 seconds ahead of Mr. Jake Bustos here. And, of course, Rick and Alexander, of course, all together here. Second, third, and fourth. A little bit of a gap here between them and Tyler Raw, I believe that is. Yes, in the 62. Now, Eric Talent, though. 3 wide back here. Jim Thorndike, the 22, the 12. Oh, buddy. Jim Corcoran. Oh, the 12. Nap. Oh, buddy. They want me to lose my voice before tomorrow. I just have that feeling. Of course, I got help tomorrow, so if I have to, I'll just turn it over to the co-commentator, Michael Atkins Jr. Yeah, we'll put him on the spot here tonight. Chandler! Oh, caution! We'll get back to that. Chat. Oh, no, Sandra's not going to like this. The number 40 involved in this. Let's go back here and take a look at it here on the MaxSpeedTV replay. Figure out what happened to Mr. Joshua. And I'm afraid the MaxSpeedTV curse might have struck again here tonight. But my buddy Chowder, Travis, Chowder Browder out there in chat. Glad to see you out there, Travis. What happened to Mr. Gillian here? Oh, man, no, don't tell me. Oh, it got wide. Okay, let me take a look at it here. Don't think he hit the wall from my perspective, but this is just my perspective. So, looks like the number 40 there got really close to the wall. Might have got a little loose. Maybe arcing it in there, but however, it's going to be, oh, man, that was really close between the 10 and that number 40, Patrick Moore and Joshua Gillian. Of course, we will get the official word here from the admins, but that is definitely going to spin that number 40. That back end of that 40 is going to hit the wall as well as that driver's side. I don't think he's going to have some major damage. He's going to have some significant damage for sure. But I think he will be able to finish the race here tonight. But we are going to step away here, play a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Man, we got more racing here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. folks, as they, of course, get that one to go here. We'll come back. I got just my voice a little bit, especially when I'm up here by myself. So hopefully everybody understands that. But I give a shout out to, of course, everybody out there tuning in. 42 people tuning in right now. And we've got 13 likes out of turn number 2 here tonight for the Doug Design ARCA series. Of course, I see a couple of people out there in chat. We'll get to the penalty here after they take the green flag, Sandra. So hang tight a minute. This, I'm all for chat. I'm all for my fans. I'm all for, broadcasting and just, of course, having a good time. So, first thing, of course, let's take the green flag here. Coming to lap 68 here this evening. Man, we are coming down to 20 to go here in about 4 laps. Well, it'll be 3, I believe, this time by. 3 or 4 this time by. But pace car is off, and Clark Ganikin there is still going to be out front. Clark is, of course, going to jump it off the loud pedal. Coming to lap 68 here tonight. Good jump by Clark Ganikin there. Man, just staying out front, buying his time, making sure everybody behind him races it up. That way he can get that gap. Oh, but what we didn't want to see is the 6 Christensen going around, and we're still wrecking here, folks. Oh, a lot of drivers going to be involved in this. Oh, man. Looks like several drivers are going to be involved. Now, Rick, of course, going to be on the outside of that number 18. The 18, of course, is going to get the jump. So he's going to go. Rick got the jump he wanted. The 67 going to be to the inside here. Of course, they are across the stripe. They're going to go down into turn number 1 here this evening. Looks like maybe. Oh, whoa, buddy. I am seeing. I'm going to go ahead and call it here tonight. I am seeing some major net coding here between the 6 and the 74. Of course, we will go back here on a chase view and take a look at this. But yeah, oh, right there. Man, that is going to be a close call here. But, well, I mean, they were 900,000 feet apart here. You could put several bricks between these two, and that 6 just goes around. And then, of course, goes around right in front of the 74. Then the 74 hits the 6, but that was after the fact. Oh, man, the 6 goes hard, licks that outside wall, and the hood pops off. And then right there, we see the 24. Did the 24 hit? I believe the 24 might have hit that hood, and that might have upset the 24 here, too. Of course, it looks like Rick is going to just go ahead and tow it to pit road. Oh, tough break for Rick Christensen. Oh, man. All right, so we've seen that one. Let's go ahead and take a look here on that last caution. This is for lap 64. So this wasn't this one. It was the last one. At fault will be the 10. Contact with the 40. The 10 will receive an EOL. 10 and 40 coming out of 10 into 40 coming out of 2. This caution, lap number 68, out fault the 74, contact with the 6. However, they're going to rule that net coding between the 74 and the 6. So there's not going to be a penalty, I don't believe, for the 74 of Jake Bustos. Just, man, that you could just see it there. That was crazy. Man, this is this is something else here tonight, folks. We knew it was going to be loose. We knew it was going to be, you know, a little bit tricky coming out of the corners. But you cannot. You can always anticipate. Well, I can't say you can anticipate netcode, but you can't always expect somebody making contact with somebody, because this is the internet. This is technology. Unless everybody is on the same speeds, the same server, pretty much the same house, racing it, you're gonna get netcoding, or as some people like to say, hammy action. I've called it that before. But, oh man, this 20 to go, coming to 19. This is going to get a little bit of extreme here this evening. We do have one green-white checkered attempt, if it comes down to that. Rafa Chris, I have no idea who that is. Glad to see you in chat, though. Glad to have you. Alrighty, folks. Pace car dives off. Clark on the outside. The 67 on the inside. Alexander Brown. What's Clark going to do? He's going to get on that loud pedal. Does not spin the tire. So great jump there by Clark. But you can't count out the 67. Side by side between Tyler Raw and Jake. Oh, we got another caution already. Where did this happen? Jeremy Rigney, maybe? Or Doug Blackman? All right, well, let's go back to Doug Blackman and see what happened. yeah, I get kind of loud here. Oh, wait a second. Did I just see somebody blink out and then back in, and then Doug kind of right into the middle of it? Yes, I did. The 113 Serve Pro there of a Douglas looks like blinked out. And then as the green flag happened, we're going to see it here. Blinks right back in, and I think they're trying to do a little two-car tandem here. And then, bam, that number 83 there, just really nowhere to go. You know, the glitching action between these two, not going to affect it until the 83 comes right up into the 25, and then it was just on from there. The two going to get a piece of it, and people's dodging this. The drivers, man, oh, good Lord. Man, sometimes I do not like the internet. Man, I think right there would be one of those times, folks. I really do. Well, Tyler, the audio sounds different because I'm using what they call an RTX voice. It's a program for NVIDIA. And what it does is it balances out my voice. So when I get too loud, it does cut myself out. If I can stay, kind of below the red line in OBS, it doesn't do it so much, but it does do it. It kind of helps out with voice recognition, and it is AI, so it's got to learn how I talk. So that's kind of something I've been working with to, kind of get everything to perspective, as I stopped talking, I was hitting my desk and y'all didn't hear it. So, Will is strongly recommended. Tyler Hallman out there in chat, kind of chatting it up with Rafa there. no controllers. Now, I know joysticks are a little better than controllers, but Will and Pedal said highly recommended. You can get a good one. You can get a good one on eBay, Amazon. You can get a pretty decent one with force feedback for anywhere between I've seen them anywhere between 150 to, of course, thousands of dollars. But you can get a good one out there for, I would say, go with anywhere between 2 and 4. That way you're going to be able to get a decent one. I don't have anything I can spare you, but of course you got to get iRacing, a decent computer. That's really what it boils down to, Rafa. Tyler Hallman, he can direct you in that right location. Pretty much anybody in chat here, you see, Rafa, can direct you in the right location to, really, if you want to get iRacing, they can help you. I can help you too, but, I'm a broadcaster. I call the race, but I do appreciate you being out there in chat here. I really do, man. Well, Clark Ganeikin, of course, is going to come away with the most laps led no matter what happens. You're currently with 52 laps under his belt. As the pace car dives off to the safety of pit road, the number 18 is going to be on the loud pedal. The 67 was going to try to get that jump, but not the jump he wanted. Clark got the jump on him. The 62 there, Tyler Raw. Now back to the inside. Let's see here what they said on that last caution. Lap 71. At fault will be the 113. Contact with the 25. 113 blinked out, and came back inside the 25. Yep, that's what we seen. Yep, pretty much. That's what we seen. So, it was just on from there. Man, tough break. Eric Talent. Man, what a comeback for Eric Talent. Boy, look at this. Well, we going to see 3 wide again? Man, I'm going to watch that. Now, I'm going to be on the number 5 here. Oh, well, there's the caution. Oh, no. Jeremy Knapp and Joshua Gillian. Ugh. All right, well, let's go back and take a look here, folks. All right, well, we are 3 wide back here with this group. We see the 54, 34, 43, and then right there, ooh, was there contact or was there net coding? Ooh, let's get a look on this one here. I believe there might have been some contact. Oh, boy, that is going to be close. That is going to be a close call for the admins. I'm going to slow it down here and kind of get a real look at this. And, oh, man, that is going to be close. Now, there could have been some contact there if they kept going. But, man, that was really close. We're going to let the admins figure that out. But Jeremy Knapp there going to make a spin there. And we're 4 wide there for a moment. And, bam. The 20 hits that outside wall, and here comes the 40. Nowhere to go. Looks like maybe getting a piece. Oh, the 41 gonna get it too. Hang on a minute. Looks like some net coding there between Jeremy Knapp and Joshua Gillian, and then the 40 comes back down in on the track because he hit that or got some net coating and bam, right into that number 91 machine. The number 91 here tonight is, of course, going to be Blair Daddy Patterson. He is going to take a hard lick in his rear end. Oh, and then he's going to take another lick. Who was that? The number 10. Gonna take another lick on the passenger side. Oh man, just really nowhere to go and not enough room and you're full speed. Oh. Okay, so Rafa, why's the 5 car running with no manufacturer and no lights? Well, for one, there's no lights on these cars. It's stickers. And 2, he doesn't have a sponsor. So he is looking for a sponsor and or a team to join. That is why he is not, doesn't have any of those on there. Now, of course, if you take a look real closely here, we'll go ahead and kind of explain it here. Exim 99 requires the decals on the side of the vehicles. Of course, you can see the decals here. Of course, of all the 4 series, you've got the ARCA Series Doug Design. You have the Rick Motec Cup Series, the Northern Capital Truck Series, and then the Doug Design ARCA Series, which we are here tonight. And, of course, MaxSpeedTV, myself, Joshua Medlock, here with you, broadcasting the race. And then you have the others there. You have the sponsors, Rick Bell's Custom Rigs for the Xfinity. Then Extreme as the Extreme League there. So that is required. But as far as a sponsor or, lights or anything like that, the decals, unless you get a sponsor, real life sponsor and or a team, it's not required. I do not believe. I'm sure the admins will correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, well, Willie, yeah, they are. I mean, they've been out here now. We're 11 to go, coming to 10 to go, 14 laps. I mean, they can definitely make it to the end here, but unfortunately, with the way things have transpired here, I mean, we're looking at 7 cautions currently, 19 laps, 11 laps to go, coming to 10 this time by, and only still 9 lead changes. We may end up using that one and only GWC here this evening. Let's hope we don't, but we could. So, as we, of course, pace car going to dive off to the safety of pit road here. Clark Gadikin there, once again, going to be up front. He's going to be on the loud pedal. Here we go. Tyler Raw, not the jump he wanted. Here comes Alexander Brown, Jake Bustos. I'm going to go ahead and get back here to the middle of the pack here because this is where things have been happening. And we're going to go, it looks like 2 wide. Man, I thought for a second maybe some 3 wide going to go on there. But, man, we gotta really watch here because we are, buddy, I believe we are 2 wide right now. Man, well, that was close to being 3 wide. Oh, man, these drivers, they're killing me back here. I can't keep up with them all. Here comes that number 83. We're 3 wide for a second. 3 wide here. Oh, man, the 83 of James Shane Wolf. The 2 is going to make contact with the 55. Caution is out. For the 56, my bad. Oh, man, I knew it was going to happen. If anything was going to happen, it was going to happen back there. All right, we're going to be on the 56 here of Dawson Miller. Now we're going to see dang near 4 wide. And I say that because the 83 is not quite up to the 2 and the 34 is falling back. But dang near 4 wide right there. And, of course, coming out of turn number 4 onto the front stretch. Well, it looks like maybe the 56 coming down a little bit. The number 2 coming up a little bit. We'll let the admins take a look at that. But right there, the 2 and the 56, of course, going to make contact. And the 56 just slams that inside pit wall. Oh, man, heavy damage to, of course, the 56. And I believe that is going to be... let me rewind it here because I totally forgot the number on that. Oh, man. That was a hard lick there from Dawson Miller, though. Oof. Sorry, folks. Just trying to get to the number. Oh, the 2. Okay, the 2. Brendan L. Book. All right. Well, of course, folks, it's going to be Clark Ganekin up front. Tyler Raw in second. Jake Bustos third. Alexander Brown in fourth. Jim James Thorndike there in fifth. Eric Talent sixth. Wait a minute. Sebastian Taylor keeps blinking out on me. He's technically fifth. Jim James Thorndike 6th, Eric Talent 7th, Cal Knapp 8th, Sean Corcoran 9th, Damien Crump going to round out the top 10, Lane Doyle in 11th, Curtis Coop in 11th, Ryan Swan 12th or 13th, Justin Lemke 14th, Bobby Tinch 15th, Pierce Maffitt 16th, Kevin Frank 17th, Raul Nardi 18th, Ryan Branshaw 19th, and Randy Kruder is going to round out our top 20 here. 7 laps to go. Tyler, if you're still in chat, buddy, can you answer that question? Because I don't know that. All right, so taking a look at the penalty chart here. Lap 81, at fault to, well, that's what it says, contact with a 56, but they're going to rule out a racing incident. 2 going up and 56 going down. So that is a racing incident here. As we take a look at who we have in chat here, we got 43, 15 likes. Can we hit 30 likes here in 6 laps here? Got 15 likes, so shooting for 30 likes here. Would definitely appreciate it here, folks. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Do appreciate it. And we have been green throughout the race. I think I might have got it fixed, I hope. I guess we'll see. We got the Northern Capital Truck Series tomorrow night, so we'll go with that. Yeah, it's the old Chevy Impala, basically, is what it is. But, yeah, like Tyler said, you can paint it really whatever you want. You can put Ford on there. I mean, if you want to put a Prius on there, I guess you could. I don't advise it, but, you know, I'm just saying. All right, coming to 5 to go. Of course, it's going to be Clark yet again up front. Going to get him going here right now. If you've made your bed, and he is going to be on the loud pedal. Green flag coming back out across the stripe. We're at 5 to go here. 5 laps. So remain looking at about 10:24 Eastern time, 9:24 Central. Oh, man. Oh, golly. It's getting a little bit hairy and scary. This, oh, man, the 32. 32, that's going to be Lane Doyle. Nice comeback, though, by Lane Doyle. Oh, no, the 22 there, Sean Corcoran, boy. He was putting that right side very close to the 32. Of course, 32 likewise, putting that car close to the 22 across the stripe. We are now going to be 4 to go as it updates. Now, of course, they can block 3 wide. We might see 4 wide. Heck, we might even see 9 wide here before it's all said and done here, folks. I don't know what we're going to see. However, we're going to see here Jim James Thorndike here coming up on the 27 of Sebastian Taylor. Of course, the number 5 there of Eric Talent. Kyle Knapp maybe throwing a block there on that number 5. Just trying to keep him behind, man. Kyle Knapp coming up to the front. Woo. This is going to be crazy here coming down to the end. 3 laps now to go. I think we're going to see a lot more action. These guys bumper to bumper. They're not single file, but they are nose to tail and door to door here with 3 to go. If a caution was to come out now, we would set up the one and only green, white checkered, but we might have to watch maybe a pass for the lead. Tyler Raw, Clark Ganekin here. Clark coming to 2 to go here. He is going to take that 2 to go. This time by 4 more turns for Clark Ganekin. Can he take that white flag before a caution comes out? 3 wide. Right around Justin Lemke. Boy, it's getting hairy, scary, and Barry back here. Oh, good Lord. On the back stretch, we get back up toward the front with Clark Ganekin. He is coming into 3, the middle of 3 and 4. Can Clark take the white flag here? And it looks like he is going to do it, folks. White flag in the air here tonight for the Doug Design ARCA Series Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Round 3 here at Michigan, the Irish Hills, presented by MaxSpeedTV. And, of course, a shout-out to Doug Blackman and Doug Designs once more. Clark Ganekin, 67 laps, and they are working back here. But it is going to be Clark Ganekin coming out of the 4. He's going to win it here tonight. Michigan. Tamara in second. Jake Bustos in third. What a race here tonight, folks. Man, if you missed any part of this, you got to go back and take a look. Yeah, we had some cautions, but, oh, man, the loosey-goosey, the setup, the track, oh, man, it was really, it came down to the wire here, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. 48 watching, 18 likes. I'm still shooting for 30 before we end the broadcast here this evening. So can we hit 30 likes before the end of the broadcast? Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to step away. We're going to watch some burnout here by that number 18 machine. And we'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, we have caught up with our top three here this evening. We're going to start here with Jake Bustos. So, even though that number 74 machine doesn't deserve an interview, no, I'm just playing there, Jake. Man, awesome run out here tonight, man. That butt kicker 74 machine, tough race though. I mean, the track attempt, the loose setup, the loose, really the looseness of this kind of really played a big factor. We did have some green flag pit stops, so you can't down it all, but it really took some strategy here with the way things played out, especially with that early, that first caution. I mean, on lap 1, that's where it really all started. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, it definitely threw a wrench in it starting there. Myself and Alex, we stayed out very late on that first green flag run, and we're lucky enough to be on the track when that yellow came out. So kind of put us in some good track position from there. And then after that, it was just managing the tires, but trying to stay with the lead pack. Clark and Tyler and all those guys up there, they were quick today. But, we brought this old 74 butt kicker, RB Custom Rigs, GT Motorsports car through the field from 14th and sitting here talking to you now.
Yeah, well, you had to do what you had to do. But really talk about, coming into tonight, I know y'all did some practice and throughout the week. What was the practice like compared to the actual race here this evening? Not the practice on this race, but the practice earlier.
I felt like the practices through the week allowed the cars were a little bit quicker, it felt like, and we were kind of burning a little bit more fuel. So when we started going into the run and we were pulling, 36, 37 laps on a tank, it was it made it interesting, and it definitely put a whole nother spin on the green flag run because that heat was getting a little sloppy there in the middle of the run.
All righty, buddy. Well, the 2-mile track of Michigan and the Irish Hills. What do you think was the biggest thing here this evening?
I gotta say the biggest thing was
that affected you. By the way, that affected you.
I think the biggest thing that affected me was just tire management. We had a good line going. Myself, Alex, Pierce, and Kyle, the GT Motorsports boys. We were kind of just systematically picking off a car here and there while maintaining our tires, and I think that definitely helped us get up to the front there, coming to the finish.
All righty, buddy. Well, Michigan out of the way. We go to the community swimming pool, as I like to call it. We go to Iowa next week. To me, it's a swimming pool. It's what it's shaped like. So, your thoughts on the community swimming pool of Iowa?
I think it's definitely going to be very interesting. I think you're going to have a lot of guys making some moves, diving down into one and trying to pull maybe a couple slide jobs or something like that. Kind of treating it like a road short track, but it's definitely going to be interesting. I know Iowa's not the easiest on tires either, so maybe those tire sets will play a factor next week.
Tires definitely not a big favor there at Iowa, but hey, pulled out of third place here tonight. Of course, and coming into tonight, of course, not in the top 12. But this is definitely going to help you move up. It's still early in the season, man, so congratulations on that. You got the decals on there, it looks like. And I know you've got some final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give, buddy, for third. Go ahead, bud.
Always, we got to thank Butt Kicker for coming on board. Go ahead and use that GTM 20 code and get you a little discount on their product. Got to thank RB Custom Rigs. Got to thank GT Motorsports. GT, I did good this week, so hopefully you let me eat. Hopefully you pay me a little bit of salary this week. And just got to thank Doug Designs for sponsoring the league. And, we're looking forward to next week.
And no love. I see how it is. No love from me. All right, I see how it is, Jake. We'll see
we love you, Josh.
Oh, I know y'all do. Just kind of joke with you, Jake. All right, man. Well, are we going to see you tomorrow night for the trucks?
Oh, you sure will. I'll be here.
All right. Northern Capital Truck Series tomorrow night. We'll see Jake, man. Go celebrate third here this evening, bud.
I appreciate it, Josh. Take care.
Uh-huh. All right, well, that's going to bring us down here to our second place finisher here
Better run down
tonight.
the straight.
Tyler, sorry, I had to do it.
No
I just had to, man.
All good.
Tyler Rawl, as I call him, but it is actually pronounced Rao.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, well, you said I can call you Raw or whatever.
Sure.
So
That's
I'm just gonna, yeah. All right, all right, Tyler. Well, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. You had to do what you had to do, and the no sponsor 62 here tonight. You're out there really by yourself as an independent. Really nobody to work with in the draft. You just really had to, race your race and race the track, and then of course get around and race the other drivers. So from an independent driver finishing in the top 3 here. What's it like down there? Of course, the race tonight. How do you feel, bud?
I feel pretty good. First time on the podium in Extreme. Felt like I could have been there a couple times last year, but it just always get caught up in something. But definitely feels good. I was just talking to Clark before you pulled me up, and we were going over the race. But man, that guy is fast. And, like to learn some things from him.
Well, you might have to put some of that Heineken in your engine there. But really, it was loosey-goosey here tonight. It was loose throughout the whole race. I mean, you guys really had to, set yourself up for each and every turn. And if there's drivers around you, that really kind of put it into, okay, what do I got to do? Back out? Do I got to, hit the gas?
Yeah.
So how did you manage all that with the tires, the heat, the loose of the setup? I mean, that had to have been a handful.
Yeah, it was. And I went into this race like, you got to save tires. But I am not that good at it here, apparently, because I thought I was going slow, and everybody's checking up, going to 3 and 4. And I think I had 1 and 2 down, but I could not get 3 and 4 down to save my life. And I'm watching all these other guys creep right up to my bumper, and I feel like I got a 3/10 of a second lead on them. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And I'm trying to watch Clark as we're going in, and then I'm not focusing and washing up. Like I think it was with 2 to go, I was right behind him. Then I washed up between 3 and 4, and that pretty much ended me, contending for first. But yeah, it was a tough night for tires.
Well, Tyler, I mean, second place is not bad at all. I mean, you came into tonight. Let me see here. Matthew with Medlock looks like 8th in the point standings. So, and we are still early, so definitely going to be another good points night for you. You came into tonight 866, 2 back behind Kyle Knapp Sr. So you're definitely going to make the pass over Kyle Knapp. Maybe Lane Doyle, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know, but I guess we will have to wait and see when it's updated. But, Michigan, it acts like a super speedway. To me, it should be considered a super speedway, but it's not. I mean, there is no restrictor plates at this track from the ARCA to the Cup. So the speeds y'all reach, even in the ARCA cars, are crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we're going to end it here at Michigan for round 3, but we go to the community swimming pool, as I like to call it. You can thank Rudy Cummings on that one, of Iowa next week for round 4. What do you think about Iowa?
I was also talking to Clark about that because I don't think I've ever run the ARCA car at Iowa, so I'm going to try and sneak in a little more practice this week for that one. Hopefully repeat this week. Next week.
Okay. Do you even have Iowa?
Yeah, I have Iowa. I've run some other stuff on Iowa, but
I see how it is. I don't believe it. I think you can run Iowa very well. I've heard that before. Exactly. Well, Tyler, man, awesome job here tonight. Round 3. Man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give, loves out there, before we end it here this evening?
Just want to thank Doug Design for putting this baby on, and say hi to mom and dad at home. I think they're watching still. Other than that, appreciate the work you do, and see you next week.
Who's mom and dad? Because they're not talking.
Scott and Valerie, but I think they're
Yeah.
watching YouTube on the TV.
They're
I
not
don't think they
talking.
can chat. Yeah.
Well, hi to mom and dad of Tyler. All right, Tyler. But
Thanks.
we will see you next week, bud.
Yep. Have a good night.
Yep. All right. Well, hang on a minute, folks. I got to move him. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to bring us to our winner here tonight, Clark. Janiqueman. I called him Ganikman all night, but anyway.
You'll get it one day, buddy.
Clark Janiqueman, buddy. Janiqueman, Heineken, whatever his name is here. Clark, man, awesome job. You did grab the win here this evening, bud, and, of course, leading the most laps. And I do believe you are going to come away, of course, the top two going to come away with 0 incidents. Man, awesome job here, buddy. And it wasn't easy. It was not easy. So tell us about it. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. Like I said before the race, just save tires, be there second half of the run. I think it was pretty obvious early that was my plan. I let the 59 go. I think the 62 went by as well, and 15, 16 laps into a run, got him back and drove away. I was really hoping for this thing to go green. Got on and off the pit road great. Had fresher tires than the guys just in front of me and was catching them big time. Caution came out, and then late race, just track position was everything. So no reason to pit and have to line up behind 20 cars. Just listen to Darren in my ear, my crew chief / spotter. He made great calls
You
all
actually
night and,
listened to
trusted him.
Darren?
Hey, trust me. I know Darren's a little crazy, but sometimes he knows what he's talking about. I gotta give him credit.
I got to pick
Just
on
held him off.
Darren. Oh, yeah, you did that, Clark. I mean, you had to do what you had to do, GTR Simulator, 18 machine, but you guys were really fighting a machine out there. Even for the ARCA car, you guys were really loose out there from the start of the race, fresh tires to old tires. It wasn't tightening up any at all. It was loose.
Oh yeah, definitely. Combination of track temp and cold tires, and you burn the rear tires up so bad trying to get grip and bite off the corner that they're not there anymore. So 20 laps into the run, when you're trying to get on the gas, they're just spinning and you're not picking up any traction, and it really swings the back end out. So it's just throttle control being easy and not overdriving it.
We'll talk about real quick the first round of green flag pit stops. It started out caution lap 1, and then we ran to the first round of green flag pit stops. Really talk about that first round. Do you think maybe the caution kind of played a factor into that first round, kind of changed some strategies up?
Definitely. I kind of expected there to be a wreck coming off pit road, first green flag pit stops of the day. So, our plan coming to that was to stay out as long as possible and make sure we don't get trapped a lap down or anything like that. And then it happened right after we came off pit road. So it kind of flipped. It put a couple guys in the back. Guys that had, 4 or 5 lap older tires had their 3-second gap wiped away, and we started on their bumpers with the fresh tires. So it definitely change this into more of a tire race and having not only to save sets for the end in case you need them, but take care of the tires on your car.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Tires tonight, extremely important, but I think they're going to be pretty much more important next week as we go to the pool, the community swimming pool. You can thank Rudy Cummings, the owner of MaxSpeedTV, on that one because it's shaped like a pool of Iowa. That track uses more tires than Michigan. It's a little similar, but it uses more. Your thoughts on Iowa?
I've never really run this car at Iowa, so I don't
know
what
God,
to
that
expect.
makes 2 of the 3 up here in the booth.
But my teammate Jarrett is fast. He's really fast at Iowa, and I'm sure Lane's going to have great speed there too. So I think this is where being a part of a great team like ECM, I can rely on my teammates to give me the line, braking points, how to take care of my tires, where to pick up the throttle, and what's overdriving versus what is perfect for saving tires. So I think being a part of a great group of guys is what's going to help me, and being able to rely on them and get information from them will that'll keep me up front.
Yeah, well, I think that GTR number 18 is going to be one of those drivers we're going to have to watch throughout the season, including Iowa of next week for round 4. Are we going to see you tomorrow night for the Northern Capital Truck Series?
I won't be racing, but I might be in the room watching those guys, and if the standby is needed, I'm open to running.
I see how it is. All right, well, Clark, man, leading the most laps, 0 incidents, qualifying on pole, qualifying in the top 12, maximizing the most amount of points you can get in one race. Congratulations, Clark. This is going to definitely help you to break that gap between you and James Shane Wolf, coming into tonight tied in first at 81 points. Real quick, your thoughts on that?
It's something I'm happy about. You love to get a gap on guys who are fast week in and week out, like Shane Wolf, like Book, Bustos. Guys like that. If you can get a max point there like this,
he's not fast. I'm playing, Jake. Come on now.
But yeah, just to spread that gap out more. Max points is what it is max points. So that the most amount of points I can get between me and them, that's what I'm shooting for here.
Yeah.
I got to pull away.
All right. Well, of course, everybody's gunning for Brendan L. Book, the defending champion. So, you got a championship on the line, too. So, man, Clark, awesome job. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Absolutely. Thanks to Doug Blackman, owner of Doug's Designs, for putting on the series, giving us the opportunity to come out here and compete. It's on the hood of the car. They're 2 for 3 this year. GTR simulators, best simulators you can get for iRacing. Highly recommend you purchase. And all the guys at ECM, man, Darren, Shad, Jarrett, Lane, Patrick, my teammates, and all the guys in the series above us that, come in and help us test and help us learn and give us time to shoot for.
Don't count Darren. He don't count. I'm sorry. Darren is also, I love Darren to death. Clark, awesome job out here tonight, bud. Go celebrate the victory here tonight. If we see you tomorrow night as a standby, then, of course, you're going to be racing. Can't qualify. You know the drill. But awesome job here tonight for the Doug Design Orca Series. Go celebrate. We will see you definitely next week at Iowa.
10-4. Thank you, buddy.
Bud. All righty. Well, some interviews a little bit longer than normal, but, awesome racing. You got to get everything out, and you got to joke around. So, awesome job by everybody out here tonight, but let's get down here to the unofficial results. Putting the admin stuff they have to do here this evening. Clark Janikman got to grab the win here tonight. Awesome job by Clark here. Tyler Raw trying to get up to Clark. Just not enough laps to do it. Jake Bustos, man, Jake overcoming everything and making his way up to third. Alexander Brown, good finish by Alexander here in fourth. James Thorndike in fifth. Eric Talent sixth. Cal Knapp in seventh. Ryan Swan in eighth. Pierce Maffett, good solid top 10 for Pierce Maffett there in ninth. And Raul Nardi as well, gonna round out that top 10. Bobby Tench coming back, substituting. He will grab a top 15 here For Samson Motorsports, awesome job by Bobby Tinch coming back and getting that 11th finish. Damian Crump in 12th. Lane Doyle 13th. Nice comeback by Lane. Ryan Branchaw, nice comeback by Ryan. Matthew Robinson, same as 15th. Kevin Frank, same as 16th. Randy Kruger, same as 17th. Evermore Sr., 18th. I will say the same thing. Justin Lemke, 19th. Ron Schutte, awesome job by Ron, making a comeback top 20 for him. Fernando Gamboa, my favorite name, really, to call. Fernando Gamboa reminds me of a boa constrictor. We're going to have to watch Fernando because I think, he is going to continue to learn. He's going to be like a boa constrictor and really constrict these guys, and they're all going to be coming for him maybe next season. So watch out for Fernando. Ted Poulin there in 22nd. Awesome job by Ted. Sean Corcoran 23rd. Sebastian Taylor 24th. Carter Coop 25th. Jeremy Rigney 26th. James Shane Wolf coming in tonight, actually tied with Clark Janikin there. Man, going to finish in 27th here this evening. A tough break for James. Nolan Neiman 28th. Brendan Elbook 29th. Doug Blackman 30th. Robert Kinney, not Khan, it's Kinney, there in 31st. Joshua Gillian 32nd. Rick Christensen 33rd. Patrick Moore 34th. Dawson Miller 35th. Jarrett Lipster 36th. Jeremy Knapp 37th. Ryan Douglas 38th. Player Daddy Patterson 39th. Jeff Gluckner gonna round it out here tonight in 40th. But congratulations goes to Clark Janikin here this evening. Our winner for round 3 here at Michigan for the Doug Design ARCA Series. Of course, tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We're going to have the Northern Capital Truck Series. They're going to unload the trucks. They're going to put the ARCA cars in the hauler, and we're going to race it up yet again here at Michigan in the trucks. You don't want to miss it with myself, Joshua Medlock, and Michael Atkins Jr. up here in the booth. Gonna be calling the action for you all. Until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.
so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.